Shabbat Shalom. As a nation, we are fractured, wounded, and cut off from one another. There is a constant undercurrent of anger on all sides. We often judge people on the other side of a political divide as immoral, ignorant, or brainwashed. At our most generous, we may determine that they are simply misinformed. And this works both ways. They are thinking the same of us. We simply don't trust or respect one another. But we know from this stance, the situation will never get better. There will never likely be a time, a grand moment, when others turn to us and say, "You know what? You've been right all along." So what do we do? How do we learn to find a way back to one another? How do we find some measure of respect and trust? In this week's Torah portion, the king of Moab calls upon the prophet Balaam to curse the Israelites. Balaam sets out on a path towards the Israelites' camp. An angel of God stands in the way, trying to block Balaam from moving forward. But Balaam does not see the angel. His donkey, however, sees the angel and swerves to the side. Balaam strikes the donkey, forcing him back on the path. The whole sequence is enacted 3 times, until finally God opens the mouth of the donkey, allowing him to speak. The donkey asks, "What have I done to you that you have beaten me these 3 times?" Balaam screams at the donkey in fury, "You have made a mockery of me. If I had a sword, I'd kill you." And the donkey responds, "Look, I am the donkey that you have been riding all along until this very day. Have I been in the habit of doing this to you?" God then opened Balaam's eyes, and he finally saw the angel standing in the way. It's human nature to want to continue on an established path. Balaam represents stubbornness, the quality of stubbornness within each one of us. We don't want to change, even when there are signs all around us that we should. Balaam is stuck in his pattern until his donkey was able to speak. And what the donkey did was to ask a question. And maybe the question unlocked just enough space for Balaam that he could begin considering another point of view. There is no angel standing in our path. It's only us, sharing the space of life, even with people with whom we fiercely disagree. This week, we were presented with the incredible images from the Webb telescope. These images have a humbling effect. They remind us of how small we are in this vast and expanding universe. It's a miracle that we're here at all. Our shared life experiences far outweigh our differences, even though on the ground they can seem impossible to bridge. Jewish foundational texts present a multiplicity of opinions. Every line of Torah is questioned and teased out. Every Talmudic argument records counter opinions. The study of Torah teaches us that we need humility, flexibility, and expansiveness in order to face difficult challenges. In the end, we are going to have to deal with those we may think of as our enemies. So in the face of our current state of brokenness, can we bridge this divide? When biblical brothers Jacob and Esau met after a long estrangement, no one knew if they would fight or embrace when we're united. We read that when the moment came, Esau ran to Jacob and embraced him and fell upon his neck, and he kissed him. And they wept. The Hebrew word used here for embrace is awfully close to the same word for bite. This is descriptive of the moment in which we find ourselves. To find a solution to our current crisis, we need to transform our bite into an embrace. This will require work, and it will require that we ask ourselves difficult questions. Judaism is a religion of questions. We value questions. A question dwells in the place of uncertainty, of a different possibility, of an open and fluid stance, which is what we need right now. We don't have all of the answers. We don't need all of the answers. In asking the question, we present a vision of hope. In asking the question, we present the possibility in which there can be an answer. Shabbat Shalom.